everybody.
And hi, Cruising is Fun Anytime family and JNS Adventures. We want to welcome you in this Saturday just for a quick vlog review of our trip in New York. This is part 2.
Yes.
Part 1 is found on
JNS Adventures.
Part 2 will be found on Cruising is Fun Anytime. So, here we go. Picking up from where we stopped at on JNS.
Yep.
Okay. The wedding venue. You asked me to talk about the wedding venue.
I did.
The wedding venue was absolutely out of this world. Even though it was raining, you wouldn't know it. The brides, it was so many, it was a place where brides and grooms and family go to get married. And let me tell you, I walked up to, it was so many people, so many beautiful brides, from young to old to same sex to everything. Just everybody was beautiful.
Yep.
And when I tell you that, I mean it. The women had on beautiful wedding dresses, short, long. These young people, they do tradition / modern day attire, wedding attire. Oh my God. And I saw same sexes get married, and they were dressed beautifully in their suits, and it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful place. They had a very beautiful background to get pictures.
And they had key lighting already installed, so it was very easy to take some high quality photos in the hallway leading to the place where they got married.
Oh man, it was beautiful. And then after the wedding, when you walk out, your family or friends or both could, confetti goes everywhere.
They had confetti guns going off, and our granddaughter, she was, ducking. I was ducking. Everybody was ducking because it sounded like
New York.
It sounded like a gunshot. So
right,
yeah,
they had rice throwing.
That was a fun time. But you know how they say a New York minute? We felt. I know at the wedding we felt the effects of a New York minute. The entire ceremony took 1 minute and 21 seconds from start to finish. In a New York minute, you can get married. In a New York minute, you can get a bacon, egg, and cheese, like I talked about last time. In a New York minute, you can go grocery shopping and be back outside. Things happen really, really, really fast, and it was. I know at least 60 or 70 couples getting married that day, and they
maybe even more.
They pushed us in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. It was a constant flow of people getting married.
Yeah, it was nice. The venue, hands up 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. In New York, when we went, the 9/11 Memorial is something everybody must do.
Yep.
Don't go to New York and not go to the 9/11 Memorial.
Right.
It makes you remember what happened that day. In fact, today, because Monday is a holiday, I uploaded Station 4's flag. Every fire station lost somebody that day. Just so happened, we walked by Station 4, and I took a picture of the flag, and they put the people's names that who lost their lives
on September 11th.
So I uploaded that because to me, that means freedom. They lost their lives running in to save people, So when in New York, go to 9/11 Memorial.
Yes.
Just go. The scenery?
Mm-hmm.
What about the scenery?
Well, the scenery, it all depends on what your definition of scenery is, okay? So she might be talking about up on the 44th floor of our granddaughter's place. The scenery from up there was really awesome for me for two reasons. Number one, we had a clear view of the Manhattan Cruise Terminal. And whenever the ships came in or left, we were able to see them, vlog them, and etc. Also, during our live stream this past Sunday, the Allianz building was behind us. And, you know, I didn't see it until after, you know, on the replay, I watched, oh, snap, that's Allianz right behind me. So, you know, in the event that you don't know, Allianz is the travel insurance that I am authorized to sell. So
he is a travel agent.
I thought that
travel agent needs.
Yes.
Contact
me. Even if you just need travel insurance, you know. I saw that building behind me. I didn't even realize that it was up there, you know. So that was kind of cool. The scenery in Central Park, on the other hand, is absolutely nice. There's ponds, there's hills, there's tunnels, there's, you know, just a lot for everybody to do.
I was looking for the lady in Home Alone that had the pigeons.
Oh, yeah, the pigeon lady?
I was looking for her.
We would have to do the whole park for that one. I don't know where the pigeon lady is, but as I understand it, there is a pigeon lady in Central Park.
Yeah,
that's a real thing.
I don't know if it's a real thing, but
that's what I've been told. There's a lot of pigeons there, so I imagine it's true.
They sold you a pack of goods. But let me tell you, I really was. I even asked. I said, "Isn't this where they did Home Alone?" You know,
mm-hmm.
And they said yes. So, I mean, it was beautiful. Central Park is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Talk about the weather, because you like to...
The weather was absolutely perfect. I couldn't have asked for better weather. Even when it got up to 80 degrees up there, we were at the house with the grandbaby, okay, with the great-grandbaby. The grandbaby calls, or the granddaughter calls, and says, "Hey, can y'all put on the AC? It's 80 degrees out here. It's really hot." I'm like, "Girl, get on somewhere." We came from 100-degree weather. We know what hot is, you know, right. But I had already had the air on anyway, so it was a win-win for them whenever they walked in from the hot 80-degree weather.
Hot. 112 is hot.
Yeah, 112 is hot. That's what it is today for us down here in Galveston.
Yeah. And our granddaughter wanted to take us to Central Park to go picnicking, because they go picnicking, you know, with the big red and white checkered blanket and the picnic stuff you put out and stuff.
And a picnic basket.
And a picnic basket. A picnic. Well, here's the secret. You know, they did their professional photos at Central Park. The bench that they were sitting on, she had to pretend to smile. She said there were 3 rats, I didn't ask her the size, didn't matter, that scampered behind them. And she wanted me to go to Central Park for a picnic.
Bring food to the rats.
I said no. And so she said, "Well, Mama, when you go, I'm going to shoo the rats so they won't be in." Girl, I'm not leaving this house, because as you know, we were walking back from the Amish Market, which is awesome. The Amish Market, man, it's going to make you want to eat healthy, because it made me, I was going to cook a soul food dinner, because I had talked with the Canadian Family Life, and she said, "Oh, I'm cooking baked chicken, I'm cooking this, this, and this." So the whole menu that she told me, doing somebody else's live, I said, you know what? That's what I'm going to cook. But then when I went to the Amish Market and stepped in and smelled all the goodness they had in there, I said, we're eating a salad with chicken cut up, chicken breast cut up. Oh my God, it was awesome.
And we made a super huge salad, and all of us ate seconds or thirds.
Yeah.
We all went back because they had this the Caesar dressing up in there that was really good. We put Caesar on everything, tossed it all up, and it was good.
Man, oh man. If you ever go to New York, Manhattan, go to the Amish Market.
On 7th Avenue, between 49th and 50th Street.
Please. It's a thumbs up. A 10.
10 out of 10.
10. Every place we went to for food was a 10 out of 10.
The food was awesome.
Yes.
Except at LaGuardia. Well, we'll get to that in just a minute.
Oh, yeah. Several of you have told us not to eat at airports.
Yep.
But we're hard-headed.
We were hungry. We wasn't hard-headed. We were hungry. We just made it through the, the subway system again, and, into the airport very early.
Hate it.
And so we got hungry. So anyway, all baby wanted was some toast and coffee. Toast and coffee. I got 2 pieces of toast, a butter, and coffee for $10.
I could have got 2 loaves of bread, a pound of butter, some K-cups.
Yep.
All from Walmart.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
All from Walmart. Jeremy
wanted a turkey sandwich on a hoagie roll and a Gatorade. Well, that was $20. That was twice the amount. So yeah, the prices in the airport, the selection of food in the airport, get ready for danishes, breads, coffees, specialty coffees, things that run just way too high. Be prepared for that at LaGuardia and Miami, apparently, because, that was another adventure.
Well, I really like Krispy Kreme. My first 3 days, I had Krispy Kreme for breakfast.
We went into Krispy Kreme at least twice, if not 3 times while we were there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the hot dog cart, we ate off the hot dog cart.
But the hot dog cart ain't got nothing on that breakfast cart. I'm going to bring it up one more again, okay? At night, they take the hot dog carts away, and around Times Square is what I mean. And they bring in these breakfast carts. Now, on the breakfast carts, what you can get these sandwiches, the breakfast sandwiches, they're huge. They come on an Italian roll. They make it all with fresh cracked eggs, fresh grilled everything right in front of you, and it's all done in a New York minute. Whenever you order a coffee and a sandwich, I know my experience was they put the coffee in the bag with the sandwich, and at the end of the transaction, I'm standing there with my bag, waiting on a cup to come to me, but the cup was already in the bag. Man, he did that stuff really fast.
We from the South, y'all.
We're used to waiting. We're used to waiting unnecessarily long amounts of time, and the New York experience is not like that. If you want something right now, ask for it right now. Because that's when you're going to get it. They waste no time at all because they got plenty of customers, to help. But the breakfast carts are a definite must.
So I'm good with Krispy Kreme until I go again. And I'm good. Now, hot dogs I'm going to have today for lunch because I love me some hot dogs, some chili dogs. Okay, what was the highlight of the trip for you?
The highlight of the trip for me, aside from the fact that we got to spend time with our great-granddaughter and learn her personality, and the wedding, the primary reason why we were there, I believe the highlight of the trip for me was going to the Met Museum and seeing that amazing, just super huge, massive museum. And we didn't even go inside. That's how amazing the atmosphere around the Met is. It's a place where you can go, you can relax, you can listen to the fountains, you can get your thoughts together. It's a nice
cheap food truck items.
Oh yeah. The food carts are out there in full force. Okay?
And they're cheaper than what's on the corner in Manhattan.
Yes, they are.
Well, in the Times Square.
Yeah, they got a deal. 2 hot dogs and a water or a canned soda for $8.
Yeah.
Which is what we got. So, yeah, I do believe my experience at the Met was the highlight of everything. We didn't even go inside, you know?
And they wanted to take us back the next day,
Mm-hmm.
but because I got my fill of Uber driving,
Mm-hmm.
I got my fill of rats. I couldn't move. I had already ran, and I ran so fast and so long that my whole body ached.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was an experience. My grandkids that weren't even there talked about it when we stopped in Dallas to see the rest of the family. I mean, I ran like I was in
Track
the
star.
Olympics.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Track star.
I'm telling a rat bigger than a possum or the size of a possum. I don't even know how big a possum gets.
We didn't even see it.
But when
The
they
grandkids
said,
saw it and
yes.
spoke about it,
Mm-hmm.
and baby took off running towards it and past it.
And passed it. That's how fast I was going. I surprised myself, but whatever. I hurt myself. For 2 days I laid down.
Yeah, we spent the rest of the trip pretty much at the house. We did go out though. We did go out to this deli.
Oh my God, yes.
This deli at the corner of 7th Avenue and 48th Street. It's got a green awning. You don't want to miss this. If you get a chance to go by there and
Deli
get you a
and
Philly
something.
cheesesteak.
It was called deli and something.
We got the Philly cheesesteak from there, and
God,
that was good.
big.
Chips are included. Chips were included, and it was an $11 sandwich, but the sucker was like this big. You know, so we
it was long.
it was cut in
and
half.
thick.
We split it, and baby couldn't even finish her half. It was so big.
Yeah, it was very
It
big.
was full of meat, full of cheese. You know, it was good.
Well, my highlight was meeting House of X.
Mm-hmm.
And finding out Leo is just as scared of heights as you are. That was amazing to find out, you know. And Winston, he made sure I didn't fall. I didn't do anything. He held on to me, you know, like a son would, you know. So that was my highlight. Well, no, I had more highlights. The women that had bikini panties on and dressed and painted in patriotic.
They had body paint on for clothing.
Yeah, that was amazing. You know, that was a huge unshock, because I saw it, so I had to say only in New York, you know. And the Naked Cowboy, they say, is famous.
Yeah, he's got his own wiki page.
Yeah, so yeah, I got to see that, and I filmed it, you know. So don't be offended.
He sang to your camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
He did. He turned to me and sang. So don't be offended, because let me tell you why. On their butt cheeks, they have New York on their butt cheeks. So that was the highlight of my day. The Amish Market. I had a lot of...
That was a good visit.
Yeah, it really was. The wedding. And seeing my great-granddaughter at 6 months drink out of a straw.
Yep. And crawl across the floor.
And crawl across the floor and hug you. And she's...
Yeah, Zuri's a cutie.
Here she is. She's a cutie pie. Cutie pie. You know, all my grandkids are cute. And my great-grands. Oh, the noise. Let's talk about that.
The noise, okay, so because there's a lot of moving parts to New York City, there is a lot of noise. There's a constant, like, wind sound. There's a constant wind sound to begin with.
Because we're up so high. We're on the 29th floor.
And then there is a fire station right on the corner by 48th Street, or on 48th Street. So every time they came out, we heard them, you know, the sirens.
Mm-hmm.
There were horns, there were loud cars, there were people screaming and hollering. There was a lot of noise.
We even heard the ship horn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't noise to me, though. That was a good sound.
Oh yeah, that wasn't noise to me either. You know, hooey. But guess what? Let's tell them what our next adventure is.
Our next adventure is a cruise on September 2nd, leaving from Port Canaveral.
With our family.
Mm-hmm.
And where are we going?
We are going to Grand Turk, Ember Cove, San Juan, and St. Thomas.
Okay. Then, on October the 29th, we come back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we come back.
We leave on October 29th on the Carnival Glory for a 7-day.
And we're going where?
We are going to Jamaica, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel.
And then
on December 23rd, greatest cruise of all time, the inaugural sailing of the Carnival Jubilee, sailing from Galveston on December 23rd.
We will be going with our granddaughter, my cousin, our cousin.
Yep.
We will be going with Z and some more creators.
Yep.
Yes. Y'all gonna see us hang out with Z, live and in person.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And that will wrap up the year for us.
Mm-hmm. And I think because of that, we, before we go, will be booking a cruise out of New York next year. Just because it's New York and we don't have to get a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? You didn't know. See, he didn't know. He didn't know I was going to say that. But, Sherry, Destination Fun. And don't forget, World America, we're going on that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2, in addition to Eddie Lugo's Secret Booze Cruise 2.0.
Yep.
So we'll have 3 cruises to talk about next year. Wait for it. Oh, God, yes. We had dinner at Carnegie Diner. We forgot to tell them about that.
Carnegie Diner and Cafe on
Pancakes the size of a plate.
On 7th Avenue and 50th Street.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look it up.
But it's good. It's really good. We did a review video over on Janet's Adventures. Be sure to go and check out that video.
Because we got pictures and everything on that. And because it was the Carnegie Diner, I felt like I was a rockette, you know. I'm kicking my legs up, you know. Can't raise them up now because it's still kind of wobbly.
From doing the wobble?
Yeah, what's the words?
All the shorties in the club, let me see you just.
Wobble with it, wobble with it, wobble with it.
Yep.
So anyway, you guys, want to tell them about this one? Bad Roman?
Oh, Bad Roman was awesome.
Yes.
The food that I had, it was like some seafood mixed with fruit, mixed with butter, garlic sauce, mixed with spaghetti noodles. And, you know, it doesn't sound good, but it is good. It really is good. I know Baby had the meatballs and some creamed spinach.
Yes.
How was your spinach? That was good?
Very good. I love spinach.
Yeah.
I feel like Popeye every time I eat spinach.
That's right.
Yeah. Our granddaughter had bass or something.
Yeah, it was another kind of fish I can't even pronounce right now. I don't have notes over here on my side. So, yeah, I didn't take notes as to what it was. Yeah, but it looked like some pretty good fish.
And Darius, our new grandson, had
short ribs with pasta and red sauce. That looked really good.
So, anyway, all in all, what do you give New York?
I give New York a 10 out of 10. You know, it's the largest city in our nation. It is well deserved. It's a visit that you should take at least once, because of all of the amazing things that happen, and also because of all of the strange things that happen. You know, the subway, I would recommend. She doesn't recommend the subway. Mainly,
the Uber, nope.
Mainly because you got to go down 2 whole entire levels underground. Whenever you're walking around New York City, always remember there's people passing right up underneath you, like 2 levels of subways. I didn't know that it was multiple levels of subways down there. I thought it was just one. You know, you go down, you're in a tunnel, boom, there's the subway. But there's certain trains that are beneath the ones that are beneath the street. So it's confusing whenever you first look at it, but whenever you find out that you can catch one train to most places where you're going, I totally embrace it, because being from Houston, taking the bus and the train there, you have to transfer, and everywhere it takes you 3 hours, no matter where you're going in Houston. In New York City, you're there in 20 minutes or less. So that's
depending on where you go.
That's what I love about it. You know, even to the airport, it was the E-Express, straight shot. You know, it was an express train with only about 4 stops in between Midtown Manhattan and LaGuardia Airport.
I would suggest getting a horse.
A horse?
And ride it.
You know,
saddle it up.
NYPD already might have those horse cops out.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. And they say dismantle, dismount.
Dismount.
In Central Park, they have to dismount. I read the sign. So if you see a policeman in New York, in Central Park, and they are on their horse, citizens arrest them. Because the green sign says clearly, dismount. And I didn't see any, of course, but if I had, I would have went up there. Oh,
there are the horse-drawn carriages by one of the entrances to Central Park.
I would take that to where I've got to go. Or they got bicycle guys, like they do in cruise ports.
At the ports, yeah.
I would take something of one of theirs. I would not ever get in an Uber. What do you call those things?
Taxi.
Taxi.
Subway.
Subway.
Bus.
Bus.
She's done with public transportation out there in New York City, but I don't mind it. You know, it's nice to know that for just $3 you can make it across town. I think that is completely awesome, the way that they do transportation in New York City.
And the buses are hybrid.
Yeah, they're hybrid diesel electric or all electric. I saw an all electric bus as well.
I saw several all electric.
Yep.
Which is a good thing. Hats off to New York for that, because
absolutely,
it's saving the environment. So I'm all about that.
But visit New York City if you ever get a chance to.
Visit House of X.
We visited the Statue of Liberty and the 9/11 Memorial last time we went.
And the ferry. Went on the ferry.
We went on the ferry. You know, we did all of that stuff. This time we wanted to give you a more, you know, genuine Manhattan experience, which is, you know, we stayed in Manhattan. We didn't go anywhere else, but we hope we gave you a better understanding as to the lifestyle and the culture of New York City. And we hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you. Bye.